Everything's looking good. Everything is looking good. This is Volothan Modulus Tautology, and I'm back. This is going to be number 495. Video. So hit that like button, subscribe, share, and let's enjoy this higher infinite power that's healing our people. Or her infinite power helping oppress people. It's all about the people. I'm chilling. I'm doing good, y'all. Y'all know Volo's been going through a lot of things, and life is throwing all types of curveballs, knuckleballs. But it's baseball season coming up, so looking forward to the Phillies, because that's where I like to reside. It's Philadelphia, PA, home of the cheesesteak, the Johns, and whatever vernacular do we use. It is what it is. So I'm gonna jump right into it, because I like to just drop 30 minutes and then I'm out. So I'm gonna do a couple shows this weekend. It's late night. I've been, playing with some things, as you can hear the loop in the background that I'm, kind of dropping. And, there it is. Today's episode, I'll just give y'all the title. Cloud Strife. The blue-eyed... No. It's not blue-eyed. It's brown. Yeah, no. Blue-eyed blonde hair. I think I said blue-eyed brown hair. Hero. Cloud Strife, the blue-eyed blonde hair hero. Cloud Strife, the blue-eyed blonde haired hero. Now, y'all know, and anybody that's in the game and know that I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII's main character. Not Link from Legend of Zelda, but Link has blonde hair, I think, too, and blue eyes. There's a couple of them, so that's the hero of the day. And as you can see, I'm still playing Dragon Quest 3, and but I got my crew together. It's me, Volo, my man Jacket. Wabi is going to be the mage. Jacket is the martial artist, and then Fulvia, she's going to be the priestess. All right, now who's Fulvia? Now you got to go back in time, but we'll catch up. We'll catch y'all up on the origins of the bent deities. The bent deities. One thing at a time. It is March, so we're celebrating Women's History Month, and Volo started his celebration off with Isabella Pumphrey. Born in 1790. I have to look it up. I don't have all the information in front of me. I gotta hit my screen. I went black on it. Now what I do with that controller? Oh, there it is. See, I gotta keep everything in front of me. Should I just go into the game? I go in the game. See, I keep messing up doing that too as well. Like, I'm gonna share a little bit of Water God today. Shout out to Water God, shout out to Black Squad, shout out, I try to do my shout outs real quick too. Jody Sykes, Basil, Medea, Maygood, all the regulars that's on my Facebook page, because that's where I do most of my blogging is Facebook. I'm trying to get into Twitter X. I don't like just calling it X. And Instagram, I'll share a story or two, but I'm pretty much done with Instagram as far as I made my page into a mosaic art, and that's a long story too. And this is how easy I get off topic, because there's so much going on, and me and my son, we just want to play a game for y'all and talk about gaming and walk you through the game like Zach Scott, but right now I have to do my shows kind of like a little deprogrammed to help y'all understand my true quest in life is just as simple as love God. You know, I only got one love, one love, one love. Be happy just to have just one love. Shout out to Houdini, right? So, but yeah, it started off with, I started off the month with Isabella Bumfrey, she changed her name. What happened, her main contribution to America is she was a slave. She was born a slave in New York back in 1790s. She was able to, she got, forced upon with the owner, quote unquote, right? And so she had her first child. I think she had 5 children altogether. I'm gonna do a thorough report. Like, I'm gonna do it day by day and do a thorough report on who Isabella Bumfrey is, why she changed her name to Sojourner Truth. She's one of the first court cases where an ex-slave, she freed herself, and her son was sold. One of her children was sold down to Atlanta to a slave, whatever. I hate calling them masters like that. That's corny. So she was able to go to court and actually, win her son's freedom back or get her sons back. So I tell the story and it becomes funny because now she lived from 1790 to just past 1870s. So she was there for the whole, pretty much, of the Constitution developing from, pretty much the First Amendment all the way up to the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments that have become such a big topic debate when it comes to birthright citizenship. So when it comes to birthright citizenship, Sojourner Truth is the fundamental definition of Black American, and that's what I'm really pointing at. But all these new immigrants is treating her like she's the first baby mama, because we try to explain her story, and she's the one that made the famous statement, "Ain't I a woman?" Which would translate today to, "Am I not a woman?" Now, that's where I get a little critical on Ketanji Brown Jackson, the quote-unquote Supreme Justice, because they asked her a simple question to define a woman, and she said, "I cannot." And that was, what I mean? And I'm trying to be respectful. Yeah, she's a Generation X. She was born in 1970. So she's a year older than me. And that's where I get on the whole, I try to define Generation X as 1960 to 1979, because Barack Obama has the same mental health issues. We can just change the fundamental definition of the words to fit the laws, and it's like, y'all got to stop doing that. And that's why everybody's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy, because we're going to sit here and argue over them, they, their pronouns, and whether or not a man can get pregnant and have babies. That's making us the laughing stock of the world, yo. So, we want to try to talk about the logic and the sematics, pragmatics. Here I go getting. I'm trying to explain the algebraic logical theory again, and I'm gonna bring it back. So that was a good introduction to that, because y'all know Volo's a foundational Black American, and we're defining ourselves and let you know, because it makes sense. I'm the third. My dad is junior. He's the second, and his dad was born in 1915, and his mother was a Black Native American. So my dad right there, and then his dad was a Black Native American. So that right there sends my roots all the way back to year 0 here. Like, we've been here because we're in the amalgamated here I go again. I'm sorry, my apology. Back to, yes, today. So to take the stress off of trying to explain black lineage to African Americans, it gets frustrating because it's, we're the Indians, we're the this, we're the this. Like, stop. Like, yo, the foundational black Americans, it makes sense. Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Carter G. Woodson, there it is right there. They're the original quote unquote black Republicans, and us getting into politics and defining ourselves and standing tall and, you know what I mean, and building in the 1920s. Meanwhile, Nigeria was just becoming a country itself in 1920. That's why it's like, wow, all these Nigerians over here trying to explain my lineage to this land. Like, polo again. Here I go again. Oh, jeez, what? How much time did I just? Did y'all understand that? All right, so the title. Cloud Strife, right? He's on Final Fantasy VII. I'm going to share some Water God. Now, Water God is going to talk about, actually, he's going to talk about Hollywood Shuffle, to be honest. Robert Townsend's movie. I was on his show. I just said, Hollywood Shuffle, check that out, yo. You know what I mean? I did try to, interject a little bit of Isabella Bumfree and becoming Sojourner Truth. And she is technically the sixth one with the song that KRS-One first presented to us back in the day. I came to the planet. I've been here before, but only if you can understand it. I came as ISIS. My words they tried to ban it. I came as Moses. They couldn't follow my commandments. I came as Solomon to a people that was lost. I came as Jesus, but then they nailed me to a cross. I came as Harriet Tubman. I put the truth to Sojourner. Other times, I had to come as Nat Turner. Yo, thank you, teacher, for that. Yo, those are bars right there, They scared of those bars, So, yeah, a quick history lesson. We're going to jump straight into the Water God TV. And so I got to mute my mic. I got to turn down the music a little bit. And then we'll be back to clean the show up. Because I know I already went over time. I only want to do 30 minutes of this. And, so I'm going to mute my mic and go straight into Water God TV. And hopefully it'll come out real good. Okay? So thank you for listening to my little rant. Like, subscribe, and share. Trust me, I'm going to get into a little bit of gameplay. I got Final Fantasy VII here. We'll see what, a cloud looks like. And I'll be right back, okay? Always got to, issue hitting this thing right here. Hit this button right here. Bang.
Why, as a black person, I can't turn on the TV and find not one single show that portrays my community in a positive light? We used to have Martin, we had Living Single, we had Sister, we had all that. We had a different world where black people was at college. We could see that on the Cosby Show, this black man is a doctor, so I can go be a doctor if I want to. Carl Winslow was a police officer. I could go be a police officer if I want to. We don't have not a single show that portrays us in a positive light.
Might have to drop a dime on them niggas. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Stop. I don't like that shit. For sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
All right, y'all know how we do, man. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. So check this out. In this video, man, we canceling Tyler Perry and 50 Cent. Them people gave them the head or the gatekeeping for the black image on TV shows and TV. And I'm just tired of it. I haven't watched TV, y'all, in years. Years. I mean, I already see I remember when they came out with the movie Precious, I already was like, this ain't right. It didn't feel right. And at then I was like, I ain't getting caught up with these movies. But 50 Cent is trying to become similar to Tyler Perry, and I think he signed that blood contract. Just the way he been moving lately, he's always been a agent of chaos amongst the black community. And if you notice, these two both have been having weird connections to white boys. Now in this video, y'all, I'm finna show y'all a lady who's explaining how the movies and TV shows is a lot different than what we used to see. And these guys they could just be gatekeepers. It's really the Hollywoods, the small hats that's really controlling it behind the scenes. But check out what this lady is saying, and I want to know what y'all think. Let's get it.
Why, as a black person, I can't turn on the TV and find not one single show that portrays my community in a positive light? We used to have Martin, we had Living Single, we had Sister, we had all that. We had a different world where black people was at college. We could see that on the Cosby Show, this black man is a doctor, so I can go be a doctor if I want to. Carl Winslow was a police officer. I could go be a police officer if I want to. We don't have not a single show that portrays us in a positive light. The whole Power Book series is so good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a very good series. It's very interesting. The storyline is great. But in all of them, we drug dealers and murderers. It ain't a single show. A little black girl can't turn on the TV and see a mama and a daddy in a household thriving. It's either us doing something that's bad, or it's reality TV, which is just showing black women fight other black women over nothing, like men.
Or they show black men dressing like a woman. It's like, this is just the most disgraceful thing on TV, and we gotta see 50 Cent and Tyler Perry thinking that they doing something. They getting rich off of this.
We even had cartoons like the Proud Family. We had That's So Raven. We had stuff that portrays the black community in a positive light. We don't have that anymore. And there's a certain aura that you get when you watch stuff like that. Like, dang, I wish I was around during those times. But now when you turn on the TV, it is not a single show that you can go to that is portraying black people in a positive way. Even Tyler Perry can't get it together. That's crazy. Little black girls is turning on the TV and admiring BBLs and lace fronts fighting over men. And a lot of y'all gonna cancel me because y'all watch that stuff. And no tea, no shade. My little sister watched it. I hate that stuff.
No, but right now, to me, bro, if you watching TV and you watching this stuff, I don't want nothing to do with you, family. Nothing personal. It's just, I feel like you being indoctrinated, and that's gonna cause you to be negative towards black people. Big facts. You probably getting into a lot of fights. You getting into a lot of situations with people, black people. I'm telling you, there's no way you could watch this stuff and still be, positive about, helping the community and doing things for your community and coming together with people. How? It's an indoctrination.
My mama watched it. It's the black community. It's nothing else on TV. If you ain't watching sports, or you ain't going back and watching 1,000 reruns of Living Single and Martin and stuff like I do, it's really nothing positive feeding the black community on TV anymore. And that is a whole nother agenda. That is crazy. I never thought you used to turn on the TV and it'd be a bunch of different good black shows.
And it's not happening no more. So we're gonna have to keep voicing this. We're gonna have to probably put our own movies out and stuff too. But we're gonna have to keep voicing this, and we're gonna have to shortstop 50 Cent and Tyler Perry. We gotta make it to where, it's sad, but we gotta make it to where this becomes to where, we don't want to watch their movies because they're tied to Hollywood. If you tied to Hollywood, we don't want nothing to do with you. We don't want nothing to do with you. But we got to start questioning the people that's watching this. I want to know if y'all know the similarities. I know some people that watch TV, and I know them. They're not really standing on lineage business. It's like they don't really care. They'd rather be entertained than feel like, yo, I'm not watching this, how they put my people in this light. We need people standing up like that. But we're going to have to ban TV, man. We're going to have to ban the TV, man. Turn the TV off, like Kendrick Lamar said. But, it's a big check. Tyler Perry became a billionaire doing this. 50 Cent trying to walk into his footsteps. And they got to put them through their ritual. So they got to do certain things, be booty bandits, And this is the stuff that we're trying to get away from. 50 Cent dropped a post and said that, if you ain't working with Tyler Perry or me, you're not working. And that was a jab to, black actors and black people that's trying to get on. They like, hey man, you're gonna have to do what we say. You're gonna have to do what the system say so you can get into these movies. Which is very disrespectful, man. So this is my point. I'm gonna put out a petition, man. We gotta put out a petition that we're gonna ban all TV shows that portray movies that portray black people in a negative light. And we gotta let everybody know that we not going for this. You think them little hats will let you put their people in a negative light like that? You think anybody would be doing that? They only play with us like that, play with our lineage and play in our face like that. Well, it's 2026, we finna stop that. So I'm gonna put that petition up. Y'all check it out in the community section. I'm gonna link it in the description. We're gonna cancel all TV shows and movies that portray us in a negative light. And we gotta keep that, we gotta keep our foot on the gas on it. Stop our kids from watching these TV shows because they're being indoctrinated. These movies that, 50 Cent, TV is dying anyway right now. So it's not a big industry like it was. But I get what this young lady talking about, right? I didn't watch. I'm not a big TV watcher, but I can see that it was very different. Back in the 90s when the movies was coming out, it was different. In my opinion, maybe, there's probably some stuff they doing that because they invented television to indoctrinate black people. It was invented for that when they started, the things that they were doing. It was never meant for us. But we're in the time now where, you can kind of select what you want to watch right now. It's not like you just had the TV channels and that was it. So you can kind of watch different things, tune in to different people. And that's a good thing because we get to put, different information and positive information out. But at the end of the day, we got to hold these TV shows and these movies accountable that you can't play with us and play with our lineage and play with our image, our name, image, and likeness on these screens like this. It's disrespectful and it's not going to be tolerated. So make sure y'all hit that description, man. Sign this petition I'm going to put out. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. Y'all know that we do on this channel. We try to make change. I go live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Y'all tap into that. We try to, touch on lineage business and staying loyal to the soil. So I love and appreciate y'all, man. I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
There it is. There it is. Then he had a brilliant piece with, but so much information and so many names, and that's why I slowed it down a little bit, and just saying, let's just do Truth Sojourner or Sojourner Truth, and then we'll come back and add Helen Keller or we'll throw another name out there, even Harriet Tubman maybe, one at a time, I hope I'm recording right now. So I can hear that. So I can hear the Final Fantasy now too. Let me see if I can turn that down a little bit. There it is. There it is. And no, the other name that I wanted to add to that. How much time I got? I got 25 minutes, so I got 5 more minutes. Great timing. Hopefully this is all recording real well. I've been having issues trying to figure out but there I go, wasting my time. All right, cool. Tyler Perry, 50 Cent, Lee Daniels is the other name. Those three, 50 being new to it, because and I get I get Water God TV, H2OG. That's what I think I'm gonna start calling him, H2OG, right? Because he's a young boy, but he got old head mentality in what he wants to build. And I have to make, because he did mention Precious, and that was a Lee Daniels movie. The other one, the one that upset me was the Billie Holiday movie that Lee Daniels made, the USA versus Billie Holiday. I hated that movie because it's all about extra drama, extra. See, they like to do extra drama. That way they can do is extra gossip is like kind of their themes, and it's not necessary. That's why I kind of mentioned the Robert Townsend. He was able to take his movie Hollywood Shuffle and point out similar issues that we saw back in the day, but at the same time make it into a comedy. To, all right, let's come out of this, and we're gonna, we here to entertain and everything, and then that's when Spike Lee came out of that kind of a thing and was able to make his dramatic movies, and he has, like, I love Spike Lee movies. It was a drama, but it wasn't too much, so even his first movie, She Gotta Have It, was a classic, the baby mama thing, she had 3 suitors, right? And they took that and completely ruined, because it's supposed to be a tragedy, right? It's supposed to have been a modern day, Juliet confused, she can't find her Romeo kind of a thing, and then just say the ills of, hey, having 3 different, baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? And therein is the tie-in with, because it gets real disrespectful when you're talking about Sojourner Truth, like she's a Democratic baby mama. No. She would have been more of a Republican back in the day, because that was the party that freed the slaves, So it was, that would have been more of the movement, but they done backstabbed us, and then up to Martin Luther King, and then that's why we jumped on, and Jesse Jackson led the way, and rest in peace, and y'all know the story. Y'all caught up to that point. Let me hit this game. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, right? At least do a little bit of the game, right? Yeah, I'm supposed to be playing the game. What am I doing? And let me change the beat up a little bit too. Let me see here. Let's see here. Have a little fun with that. I might go a little over. I go a little over. There it is. So yeah, I'm playing Dragon Quest. I don't see my screen. I think I messed all up. I've been messing all up. I've been messing all up on my screen. I meant to be on this screen. Let's see how it comes out. Hopefully my voice at least it came out, and you know. Oh yeah, it might have been showing it. Come to think about it, because I wanted it on this screen here because I like to show Volo, Jacket, and then Wabi and Fovea on they battle tip or whatever. They fighting some slime and stuff. So I've been playing that game, and I never played Dragon Quest before. I played most of the Final Fantasies. Did I ever beat Final Fantasy 7? I might have made it to the last boss and died and was like, all right, I'm done. Like, I'll do that. Like, I remember 10 was like that, because you got to go inside Sin and all types of crazy stuff. And so I played 10 all the way up to the end, and it was just like spam. Like, the final boss spammed me a couple times, and I just turned it off, like... Like you get frustrated on some of these games, So, and then you jump off the train and stuff, and so that's Barrack. He's the first. See, you can't say Barrack's an African American because this ain't Africa or America, right? That's why we saying like, nah, it's black. You know what I mean? And I think it's Barrack. I think his name is. He's the first brown-skinned character that they used in Final Fantasy, kind of a thing. Even though the older games, it was kind of harder to change the sprites to him to be multicultural or whatever. So, we try to forgive for that, but yeah, trust me, when that Tamagotchi comes out, I'm gonna get that, and most of my island is going to be black, foundational, So, should I? So this is the, see the bows run out and then you run into a battle and kind of a thing and everything. And in fact, let me come out of that. See, so this is one of the first, this is the battle system or whatever. And, but let me come out of this. I can show a little bit. See if I can do this. You're ruling the way that I move. Ruling the way that I move. Now this is a Final Fantasy 7 remake. So this is going to be, super dope, graphics or whatever, and how they upgraded the game. This is the one that I got, and they gave me 7, the original one, for free. So it's like, all right, cool, I'll take that for free. I try to play them, coincide them together or whatever, and see how it goes or whatever. So I can't really see too well on what I'm doing here. So we'll see if this comes out, if it just starts up the game or whatever. And just to show y'all the graphical differences a little bit. Did I even show the beginning of the other game? I don't know. But now it's like, wow, look at the difference. And now, you know what I mean? And it's handheld. Like I could play this handheld, and this is how I'm playing things right now until. So, but y'all get what I'm rapping about, man. Like, it's the government has been disrespecting the foundation very, very much, and we're tired of it. That's why we not out there marching for no illegals. Why would I march for people that ain't supposed to be here? And it's like, well, they might nah, we supposed to be here, dog. We've been here forever. You know what I'm saying? Our roots is in this, and then to be like, your Trump supporters and everything, and then that's when it ties into, as I sit back and I see what Trump is doing. And so last year he celebrated Billie Holiday as one of his 10 for Black History Month, as one of his 10 honorees. And then this year it was his friend Jesse Jackson, that rest in peace, you know what I mean? So he's like, he's a hustler. It's pretty much what Trump was saying. Like, we was hustlers back in the day. He's my crony, and now it's, it's all about this other dude that was trying to blackmail him and everything. Like, like P. Diddy trying to blackmail people for whatever he was doing at his parties. I ain't never been to a PD party. Leave me alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then Hugh Hefner, the original OG of the bunny, the snow bunny is why we call them snow bunnies, right? Because of Hugh Hefner. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, for real? That's wild, yo. You know, like, and he rest in peace to Hugh Hefner, you know what I mean? But Hugh Hefner got, what was her name? The first African American Miss America. Dang, what is her name? Oh geez, I'm my bad. Cutie too. I can't think of her name right now. But we haven't been seeing her in the news or anything. Like, I hope is she still with us? I think so. I guess so. You know, we haven't heard anything about Tyra Banks like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are women that became famous taking their clothes off. Also, you know what I mean? And I don't think Tyra Banks ever did nude shots or whatever. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? And they reversed it into some extreme, you know, deviancy. And it's like, yo, y'all done took it to too many levels. And then want to cry wolf or foul or when we were like, yo man, we listen, we can't worry about that. We supposed to be like, listen, me and the kids, we're gonna sell him, we're gonna play a game, or we go to the movies, but like, you know, that was the wild shit. The water guys, I can't even go to I want to see Animal Farm. You know what I mean? Me and my son, we're gonna go see Animal. We want to go see Mario first. And then we'll go see Animal Farm. Those are two good movies. I want to see Grogu. And then he wants to just go see Supergirl. He want to go see, all the way to Endgame. Whatever. What's the Avengers that's coming out at the end of the year? It's like, son, we can't go see all these, but we gotta budget our money. We can't just be going to the movies every week, you know. And the economy is messed up, so we'll try to go to see. And then when you go to see all these movies, then we can't go. You know, I'm trying to get back to, you know what I mean? I want to go get on a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? That's on my bucket list. Get on one more roller coaster in my life. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be building a new, a multi-tower one in a real big roller coaster at Great Adventure. And I would like to go to Great Adventure with my son. We go get on this, it's not coming out this year, coming out next year. We'll get on this super mega roller coaster together. So I got to get myself back in shape in order to do that. Get on that meta roller coaster, and then I can retire. I don't need to get on no more roller coasters. At least one more, But you know what I mean? You dealing and with people that want to be the leaders, and they like, no, you can't get on a roller coaster. You can't eat a steak anymore. You can't, like, come on, what in the world? You gotta eat broccoli and water. Like, was this a prison? And see, the blonde haired, blue eyed hero. So yeah, this is see how it's a little, you know what I mean? But this is a little different. Yeah, this joint looks hot. I can't wait to really get into this game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes and everything. There it is. That's all I wanted to, show y'all a little bit of it. And this has been a real cool one. I hope it come out pretty good. We'll see. How much time did I do? 38 minutes and ain't not that much overtime. So make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, share. I'm gonna make some more little shorter videos. I'm gonna get up to 500. I might do a play, kind of a newsreel thing. I want to do something a little more educational. That way I can really outline. Like I said, I'm started off with Sojourner Truth, and I'm gonna stick on her for a little bit, and then I might do. I think I'm gonna do Kevin. What's her name? Keller. Helen Keller, the blonde lady, because Volo's site is bad, and I've been really, like, she's kind of like my inspiration right now, because it's like, yo, man, like, I can still live, I'm gonna get my life in order, and you know what I mean, and she's kind of like my inspiration right now, next to Isabella Bumfree, you know what I'm saying? And Harriet Tubman, you know what I mean? Like, I love the ladies, you know what I mean? The fellows, we are the soldiers, and soldiers become kings, you know? So all this, no more ML Kings, y'all wasting my time. Y'all ladies want to march for the wrong reasons. You know, y'all wanna gossip all the time. Like, fellas, we done with that gossip stuff, man. I ain't got time for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then it's like, you don't care about the kids. Stop with that. We care about the kids. You know what I'm saying? The teacher had to go through that with Say Gal and 13 and Good, and you know what I mean? And I sat back and watched everybody attacking, and it's like, yo, to find out like his son, like, you know, I mean, 7/7/2007. was the beginning of the path to my son, and Karis One and his wife lost a son that same week. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Life is too precious to be like making false claims and hating, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't hate Joe Biden. I'm just glad that he's done. Like, that 4 years of opening the borders and completely changing the demographics of this country is over. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to business. First, we got to manage first. Is manage your own life first. Then you'll see your businesses will grow. That's how we grow the economics. One God, our Father, all the time, hip hop life. One love. Let me do some rock count. Yeah. Knowledge will begin until I finish this song, cause the rhyme gets rougher as the rhyme goes on. You sweat as you step about to get hype, or should you just listen to the man on the mic? You're physically here with me, but how could you tell if it's meant to be hip hop if you're not mentally as well? Well. There it is. Hit that like button. Is this the applause? No, that's not it. Oh, jeez. There it is. That's God is love. Hip hop is life. Time is precious. It's holy. It's spiritual, right? Money is nothing more than a fourth dimensional illusion that really doesn't exist, because it is hip hop that is the art of making the most out of life. Harmony and happiness is what I wish for you all. One, God is understood.